Hey, y'all, gotta add the crew. Okay. Copying. Hey, y'all, just give us a hot second here. We're gonna be ready to go. And hey, y'all, sending the link out to my brethren so we can get this thing going. As soon as I get a notification for myself, then we can get going. Let's see if Massive Dynamic gonna play nice today. Okay, I'll check back. Maybe they'll give me a notification later on. Let's see. Okay, got it. Thank you. Got it. Thank you. Yeah, you are live. Thank you. Y'all know how I am about StreamYard, right? So I can't even see my own chat in it now. I'm waiting on to get a notification that I'm live, and then I can go live. My channel. There it is. There I am. Hey, y'all. There y'all are. So I guess I'm gonna have to do it like this because StreamYard don't wanna play right. So let me try this. Just hold on a hot second, y'all. Y'all good. Y'all good. On a hot second. I just want to change the avatar. That's all I want to do. If it let me do it. If it let me do it. It might not. But let's see if it do. This is me being used to being used to OBS. That's my thing. Being so used to OBS that I'm trying to get things in the way I want to do it that StreamYards fight me on. Background, no. Background, no. Avatar, no. Forget it. I'll change it afterwards. I'll change it afterwards, y'all. It just is what it is. Let me see if I got them two in here. What is YouTube doing? Okay. Let's try it again. There, man, this thing is driving me nuts. Let me see. There's AM1. Yo, bro, can you hear me? AM1. Yo, can you hear me? AM1. Okay, he's there. He's just muted, but he's muted. I ain't muted. He probably like me shuffling around. Nika Taylor, funny man. Hey y'all. Well, I wait till everybody audio come online so I can get a what's up, Zach? Get it. We do an audio check on everybody. Mojo, I hope you ain't been drinking. I hope you ain't been drinking. Don't do this to us. Delivered, sent. Okay, y'all. So while he doing that, well, y'all see what the title is. Y'all see what it says. So we're gonna go with that there. And hold on a second. Okay, yeah, it's good. It's showing good on my end. Yep, it's showing good on my end. So that's what it's all about. So just when the brothers get in, we go, what's up, Haitian? So this is a stream. This stream is supposed to be the stream that don't get done by us, if you know what I mean. Even though we do it, a lot of us do it. See Over does it. KeepItTechie do it all the time. AM1 does it. It's a couple other, there's a couple other guys out here to do it. But it's just it's the strangest thing. Some people like it. They ask for it. We give it to them, but they don't partake in it. And cool. And some people partake in it, some people don't. I get it. But the part that's strange to me is, I guess, what do you call it? Well, I can't call it rock throwing because I don't think that's the right term to use for this. But it's like, okay, there, keep it techie. What's up, bro, man?
What's up? What's up? Sorry I'm late, man. Sorry I'm running behind.
Oh, you got to be fashionably late. I mean, you the smart guy. You can do what you want to do. Yeah. Okay. And so basically, I'll just finish while they're doing their thing. That you hear it on all the, and when I say the other channels, y'all know what's up, TC. You know what I mean by the other channels. Why don't we? How come we can't? How come ain't none of us doing? Da da da. What? Yes, they are. You got these two dudes sitting next to me. You got him, and then the him over. What's up, Bun? And they big thinging over me. I'm just a loudmouth. That's all that is. But the same people I noticed to be on other platforms where it's more just a what do you call it? Like a beef channel. I mean, and I ain't got nothing against beef. I tell people if they want to they want to go ride the beef thing, cool, it's cool. But don't beat up us, the non-beefers, and y'all go, not y'all, but I'd say that in a general term, go to beef channels and then say, why is this all we do is fight and holler and yell at each other? I got you, Sandman. I got you. I don't do Windows 11. I really didn't want to do 10, but until I got my Linux Mint, because KeepItTechie was threatening me with bodily violence, harm, and whatnot. Yo, Nick, Mint, say it after me. Say it. Mint, 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 Mint. Get it. And I got it. And here we are. 2 Linux and 1 Windows. You all right, AM?
And a MacBook Air M1.
Oh shit! That audio is crispy, y'all. Hey, y'all in the comment section, if y'all can hear all 3 of our audio good, please hit any number. I ain't gonna say hit a 1, hit a anything, hit a 5, hit a 9, hit a 2.
And then a little short MV7, a little short MV7 ain't nothing special.
No,
it really ain't, but it's cool.
No, but man, they are good. They're good.
Oh, no, you're good.
They're good. I like them. I'm trying to jack my boy for that electro voice, but he wasn't having it. Because he got a new black one, and he got his original tan one that he done had for 20 some odd years. And I'm like, dude, you gonna throw it in a closet? I'm trying to smooth him out of it and shit. You know that.
Or tan mic.
Yeah, didn't work. Didn't work. I tried, but I tried. E for effort, right?
Coming off that.
Everybody in this sector, they know who y'all two are bigger than I am, but I still got to do it what I say. We're going to go down the line. AM1, because both of y'all got wrenches. Shout yourself out and put your link in the chats, please. Please. Go ahead, AM.
Well, AM1, Oakland, California's finest light-skinned videographer, multimedia, visual consultant, video, motion graphics, all that good stuff, event promotion. Yeah, I mean, we do multimedia, black on business, pushing it forward, just that. And as of late, been that much more of a madman about health related stuff. That's about it. We're going to talk more about the tech, though. Let's do it.
Go ahead, bro.
And this is Josh from KeepItTechie. And just, YouTuber, also attempting to help get more of us in the tech field. So I started my channel and I strictly talk about Linux, but I also offer courses as well as mentorship for people that are actually interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't hit me up on a whim if you're really not interested in it. You know what I'm saying? Just hit me up, man, and I'll definitely help you. I'll do my best to help you and guide you get into the tech field, because more of us are needed in that field.
Yes, I agree. Now, this is pretty much a free for all, because we all friends, so we're good. Ain't no beef and yelling at each other with us. But tell me what y'all can go in any order y'all want. Why do y'all think that there's not more black males in any form? I mean, IT development, online security, building that used to build them for a living. You know what I mean? Then when that shifted, went to email server maintenance supervisor for TX Connect and ISP. How come? I mean, do y'all think it's a hidden reason, or is it what they say, the boogeyman behind the tree? You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep a brother away from it. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I just want to start off by saying that me and KT are about to be beefing. I'm not sure about what, but we starting to beef just on manosphere.
Well, I'll referee. Wait a minute. I'm gonna pull a brother X. Hold on. Let me get the clock started, Negroes. You just wait.
We're starting to beef for no real reason. Why not?
Make it interesting.
It's good for views. Apparently, it's good for views. I'm gonna let KT handle that discussion. That topic first, because oh god, I'm in a
Yeah.
good mood, and that's gonna get
Well,
real
we can get
depressing.
that out. We can get that out of the way, so then we can get into the nuts and bolts. But we can get that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can get that stuff going. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, um, because I know it's other people out there that have a different opinion when it comes to it. But since I've been in the field, this has been, I guess, my experience throughout my career working in the field, that we have very low numbers within the IT field. And I believe it's more of awareness, not knowing. A lot of people don't know that you can actually get into it. And that's why I try to highlight as many people that are in it, black people that look like me, you know what I'm saying, that are in it doing these jobs and making a whole bunch of money. So I think it's more of a, I don't like using the term marketing, but it's more of an awareness of that these opportunities are out here for us, because you got people coming in from other countries, immigrating in to this country. I mean, you already here. The opportunity is here for you. You just gotta capitalize on it. And I think the awareness piece is part of it, because and another reason I say that, when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Uh Whenever you would hear about any of these types of jobs like this, uh, a lot of the conversations will be, oh, that's for, white folks. White people do those type of jobs. You know what I'm saying? That ain't for us. You know what I'm
Have you
saying?
ever heard a white person
And
say that, or is
mhm,
everybody you heard say that black,
black,
non-white?
just non-white. I mean, yeah, non-white. I've heard that actually in the hood being said and talked about, when it came to those types of positions. And I'm not just talking about tech engine, I'm talking about STEM. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about science, technology, engineering, and math. Oh, you got to be highly smart. You got to have a whole bunch of math, which I'm sure you do for engineering and certain other things, like, in the science field. But in tech, the bar is kind of is a little low when it comes to getting into it. Yeah, of course you have to be literate. Of course you have to understand some basic concepts of math, a little bit of algebra, but trigonometry, calculus, all that stuff, that's not needed these days to actually get into it and be successful. You could program without knowing. I mean, that used to be one of the requirements, you need to understand calculus and all that stuff when you're building programs and stuff like that. But the programming languages are not, you really don't use that much math when you're working with these programming languages. So essentially, the opportunity is out here, and I think it just needs to be shared more to people that look like me, in order for them to realize that they do have those opportunities.
That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, bro.
So you saying like tech stuff in general, or specifically like more the IT kind of field?
More the IT fields. That's typically what I'm saying. Because I'm not no scientist, this. I don't know the science side, the engineering side. I know Gabe A, he did that. But the tech in general, I've done all the different types of positions you could think of. I worked as a systems administrator, network administrator, currently working as a database administrator. So it's just an awareness thing, in my opinion, and that's one of the reasons I also make these types of videos that I do on my channel, where I just cover how easy some of these concepts are to actually learn. You just have to sit there and do it. It's similar to how you do the graphics design. A lot of that stuff is really not that difficult. You just got to sit there. I mean, yeah, in the beginning it's a learning curve,
Yes.
but at the same time, if you put in the work, you'll eventually get to the point where it becomes easy. So I think that's the biggest issue. Just breaking down that barrier, or that wall that people see, that this is difficult to actually get into it. when it's actually not that difficult. You just have to put in the work.
So, Nick, you're saying relative to like kind of what keeps our people from dealing with tech related kind of stuff? Like you just
Even what you do. I mean, because it even takes a certain amount of technical knowledge to manipulate, to
sure.
understand how your shutter speed, to understand aperture settings, to understand focal length. You know what I mean? Because I'm a camera junkie, even though I don't do what you do, but I've been a camera junkie my whole life. But
Yeah, no, I mean
but
it's legitimate like technological understandings, technical understanding, actual like math, science, like all of that stuff, like focal length stuff. Like when I would hear about that kind of stuff before I really got into this, it was a foreign language to me. But now it's like, how can I not know? You know what I mean? Just because I'm in that wheelhouse all day and, dealing with zoom lenses, prime lenses, whatever, and just understanding how cameras work, balancing it all out. But it's definitely tech related. But I guess part of it is, if you're asking a question about what keeps our people from it, I'm here in the Bay
mhm,
Area, right? So, there's a lot of, California, there's a lot of people that want to be on a music tip. And obviously, with the proliferation and ease of lowering the bar on like prices of camera as the technology gets more simplified. More people got cameras. Everybody trying to do their rinky dink rap careers. So more people got cameras. So it's like more younger folks kind of tapping into this stuff. And, it's kind of like the, I don't know, barrier to entry for tech related stuff gets younger and younger, right? There's more younger guys that have access to this stuff who've grown up with this stuff that are kind of getting behind the controls on the editing tip, handling the cameras, putting stuff out there. A lot of it is motivated by their music, right? Like sitting beat programs and whatnot. I used to sit for hours making beats back in
mhm.
those days. And now I realize, oh, that transitions over to how I can sit on After Effects or Premiere for hours. You know what I mean? Like doing this for a living. More people out here, more younger folks out here are getting into kind of my field relative to, tech, visual media production. And most of it is, I mean, sad to say, it is because of their stupid rap careers. And they're not really thinking of it in terms of they want to be in front of the camera. They want to be hyped. They want to be lit. They want to be flashy, whatever, because they want to rap. And it's like, cool though, right? It's the gateway drug to being able to get to where the action is really at, the multimedia creation relative to understanding how cameras work, the computers, having all that stuff. There's real power there. And it's kind of like once brothers grow up and realize, look, you're not going to make it big. You don't want to go mainstream anyway. Really lock in on that career pathway to be able to like do your own thing with this kind of visual media work. Like I'm all for it. Or I mean, IT work, like have, I mean, I can speak for Josh too. These kind of careers are super duper in demand, and I don't see him going away, especially what Josh is doing. I mean, eh, my market is getting oversaturated, but I'm specialized in a way to where I ain't really got to worry too much about it, like longevity. But yeah, more people need to get into it, and in some cases, our people relative to tech kind of stuff is white people stuff. It's I don't know, it's just weird, like the stigma that comes
I've
with
never understood that.
if you're not able to stunt, then it's kind of like, nah, bro, that's crazy. They'll be square like me. Then it's just they double down on it even more.
That's what I'm. Hey, now here's a question. Let me put it on the screen for y'all. Okay, now I know now me and Keep It Techie, I know we were military guys. Now that didn't have nothing to do with mine because my job was to blow stuff up, but I was good at it. But go ahead, bruh. So
Yeah, I can add to that.
mhm.
In my opinion, that's one of the recommendations, you know, I give uh to younger folks nowadays that I run across that are looking for advice. The army, you know, played a major role in where I am today. As far as government contracting, getting a government or a DoD security clearance, that is very beneficial and very, it's a price tag around that, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to positions, especially if you want to go the contracting route, um, which, it's not for everybody, but at the same time, there is those opportunities that'll be presented to you, by joining the military. But when you join the military, you learn that discipline, you learn a skill, and it basically puts you in a better situation than you were before you actually join. At the end of the day, yeah, it's a chance you may go over and lose your life, but at the end of the day,
You can lose your life in the hood
yes, exactly.
for free.
Exactly. But you definitely want to get in and take advantage of the opportunities that are there. And like I said, the GI Bill is there. VA loans, once you become a veteran, you can get that VA loan. You know, all the benefits if you injured yourself. You know what I'm saying? I get VA benefits. I'm sure. Well, I don't know if Nick does it, but I get them. You know what I'm saying? I know a couple people that do get them. Like G always talks about it as
Yeah, I
well.
had the
So
GI, I had the bill,
mhm.
and yeah, and all that
and you,
others. I had that too.
and also this is one of the big things in the military. They are actively recruiting for tech people.
Yes.
It's 25 series. A lot of those positions or jobs out there they're actively recruiting for, and they probably got bonuses for it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't talked to any recruiters lately, but I know not that long ago they were giving big bonuses for that because we all know what were they just talking about with this whole Ukraine thing? Cyber warfare. That's coming, and it's here.
It's been
It's
here
here.
for
Yeah,
decades.
yeah, yeah.
Decades.
So you can definitely take advantage of that by getting into it, and I believe um, that's what G did in the military as well. I know he taught, but I think he contracted as well for some of those three-letter agencies. And I know he said it. He said it. I'm not saying anything he hasn't said. But when I interviewed him, he talked about that. And I never worked for any of those three-letter agencies, but that opportunity is there once you had that clearance, you know, that they're gonna give you when you join
Yeah.
the military. So
I've had a lot of them on my fire bases before. So, and
yeah.
they're easy to spot. I mean, I ain't
Yep.
gonna explain to them, but you know how, like, what's wrong with this uniform? Oh, okay, never
Mhm.
mind, never mind. AM1, see him and G Lowry, them two savages. They used to fly them out to my firing points and whatnot for them to do all they critical analysis and flying drones, and I gotta
Mhm.
protect their asses with damn gun. And then when they done, they don't even say bye. They just deuces, thanks, and they just and leave us there at the firing point like you. So y'all just gonna jump in the helicopter, fly off, and leave us here? And he like, well, I mean, y'all was there when we flew in, so you know.
After y'all just
I mean,
held them down, treated y'all like grunts.
yeah, you know, I mean, hey, man, you know, gunnery. I mean, your security is part of your deal. You know, long range gunnery. We got to protect them so they can get the intel that they need to get to shorten this war. You know what I mean, or to lessen the loss of life or whatnot due to the intel. I used to love them guys when they used to come out to the firing points. I used to love it. But yet now there's hey, what's up, Red? What's going on? And
Red.
yes, sir. Now here's I want to add a little something in. Now, y'all, this is my opinion. This is not Keep It Techie's opinion. If they share it, that's on them. But I'm not speaking for them. I'm speaking for myself. I think that a lot of it has to do with with that educated you know what that people be saying that I refuse to say. I ain't gonna say it because I've said it before. I don't think the people that say it understand the definition of the word lame.
Right.
You know, I said there's nothing lame about what we do. If you can't think on the fly, if you don't know how to solve problems, sometime they're in the book, sometime not so much. But can you fix this problem? Can you make the machine go? So what's lame about that? Lame means cripple. Lame means inactive. Lame means you do not have the ability to perform. That don't apply to us. We can feed ourselves legally in our sleep. If I had to, let's say the state of Texas say, Nick, you're done. Your truck ownership and VSF and storage license and all this stuff is done. You're done, mister. Guess how many meals you think Fat Boy gonna miss? None. Because the only thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up here to Rack Space. I'm gonna go over here, you know what I'm saying, to one of these hubs and whatnot. What do you know how to do? And the only thing I'm gonna do, wait a minute. Your name sound familiar. Yep. Call out a couple of people, call them, say, man, you looking at the guy that maintained our email servers for TX Connect for 3 years by himself. They come back, come on in, son. come on in. Because an email then wasn't as big as it is now. I mean, people use email for everything. I'm one of the original Microsoft front page website builder dudes. We used to charge $250 to make 3-page websites. Ain't that something? But that was, you know what I mean? But then $250 was a lot of money, to make a 3-page website.
When was that?
95, 96.
Oh, yeah, that's good money around those times that was relative to what you was doing.
Yeah, that was 3-page, and it was after that, because you got 3 pages, you paid the $250 whether you only wanted 1, 2, or 3. Look, it gets you 3, you may as well get 3 because we charging you for it, and it's $75 a page, after that. And most people just stuck with the 3 pages, but every now and again you get somebody to go up, and we do, you do 4 or 5 of them a week. Then, I mean, that was, that was pretty good money. But I think this thing is beaten into each other because the hood, and all hoods, neighborhoods, residential areas, whatever you want to call it, they're giant echo chambers. And the only thing they got to get and this, I ain't going to get into no dude chick stuff. It ain't even worth it. Not with us 3, it ain't. So they say stuff. It's like you tend to try to sabotage or attack what you don't understand, even though you don't, because you think you can't do it, because you got somebody telling you can't do it, instead of seeing if you can do it. Like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. And that's the attitude I've always had. But some people just have in their mind, media, who's always the computer nerd in the movies, they always had Revenge of the Nerds, glasses, pocket protectors, and the only brother that was in the Revenge of the Nerds was a what? Y'all ain't gotta say it, but
right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was way back, what, 80s? They was already establishing that narrative.
So that was whack. Then in the Hunt for Red October, the only brainy he's on the pad, the brother that, one of the yeomans, you know what I mean, that the captain always deferred to because he knew the system. You always just got that one brother. But who do we, not us as in we, who do we attack every time they see that one black brainiac? They attack him instead of applauding him. I mean, he don't need you to be uplifted, because he's already there. He got there without you. You know what I'm saying? But I never understood the attack on that. But like AM1 said, the more you attack, the harder I get. Yeah, I mean, just do more. Now this is of course, this is a rhetorical question. Well, I ain't even gonna make it a question. Look, y'all, a computer don't know what color the person is banging on the keys of that keyboard. A computer don't know the color of the person that's turning them knobs on this Yamaha console. Or in AM1's cases, what's your best model? I know we all got our favorite camera, and I've seen your whole layout, but you got a whatever model camera when you got it, when you opened it and read the little basic, the quick startup stuff, did it have a black sheet? If you're black, read this one first. If you white,
Wow.
read this one first. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Wow.
open the lid, take the lens and push in the little white button on the side. It wasn't written in Ebonics. It wasn't written in Ebonics.
Hey, that's
And
funny, but it's not even funny.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But sometime, know what I learned about 25 years ago or so when I started teaching? Sometime you have to be more absurd to kill absurdity. You have to be even more absurd sometimes to get over the top absurdity, just to let the people see how absurd their line of thinking is. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, well, why would it be written like that? Then why don't you do it? Oop, tripped them up. You know, they didn't see that leg stick out there and shit and they tripped, and now they brushing dirt off their face, you know, but bruh, but how we don't support on, we don't. And you got these guys right here, like G. Lowry said, most of the people that come to his thing ain't one of us. When I had my thing for the starting the convenience store thing, ain't got nothing to do with this, but there was computer part because I had to deal with inventory. You know, my inventory program that I made is pretty much just a spreadsheet, but I modified it where you just put in, you know, the things you need so you can keep track of inventory. That's part of the program. How many of us do you think signed up for that? But you know, but I'm an educated L for teaching somebody else that they paid for to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? You can go to KeepItTechie and sign up for this thing. You can go to G Lowry and sign up and do his thing. You can go to AM. If you look, man, I'll set up a thing for you. I give you an hour. I'm willing to bet you somebody said, AM, I know you busy, but man, I'll cash app you $250 if you give me an hour of your time and you tell me.
No,
when.
I do. That's part of what I do. I do consulting just like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing, but see, but you're not supposed to do it for nobody else. You're supposed to wait on somebody to look like me to do it, to cash app you for it. If somebody else do it, I'm calling you names. And that is the weirdest crap in the world. I don't know of anybody else to do that. So in the technology game, like G Lowry said, G Lowry said, I'm ad-libbing. Tech don't care. Tech will step over you whether you like it or not. He said something, I know I'm not far off. Technology will step on you or over you whether you like it or not. He got a point. You know what I mean? I can't argue that point. So now I'll come in. All right, now I'm gonna hit up AM1, and you know I'm gonna sabotage KeepItTechie, but I'm gonna give you the softball, but I'm gonna throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball at him because you know me and you cool. You know I'm trying to knock Techie off the set. So Mr. AM1, I see you got your setup here. You got your black background. You got your solid light that look like it's about 10,000 Kelvin, maybe 10,000 Kelvin. Light. I mean, I ain't supposed to know about the Kelvin stuff. Excuse me. Can you recommend me just a good baseline camera just to start out, a camera that I can use, I can take off the tripod and shoot pictures with, and when I want to do this I can set that same camera back on the tripod and live stream with? Is there any such thing as that, sir?
Something I was looking at and was referring one of my clients to. It's a Sony ZV-1. It's not interchangeable lens, but it's not bad at all. I mean, it does a lot. That's one obviously point and shoot type setup, but then yeah, it definitely works well for like a YouTube live stream setup. You could definitely run it like that. So Sony ZV-1, and then there's a Sony ZV-E10. I hate their naming conventions, but I think the ZV-1 can get the job done for cheaper, less expensive, I should say. But beyond that, then you want to get into like a A6400. Then that's getting where it's crop sensor body So it's like the smaller sensor. But then it is interchangeable lens. So at that point, you could put a prime on it, you could put a zoom on it, you could
It's under
interchange
24 millimeter,
it.
or is it a 24 millimeter? I think it's a 24. The 6400. It's 23
6400.
or 24.
Well, I mean, it's just the body. You're saying as far as the well, I mean, it's a crop sensor camera. I mean, you could put it's
Yeah, I mean the
interchangeable
sensor
lens.
size. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
it's
it's
a
basically like
24
Super
millimeter.
35. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
it's considered like a Super 35.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so like full frame is full frame, and then Super 35 like crop sensor style.
Mm-hmm.
So that, I mean, like I was saying this in one of my streams. For me, I've already did a 6500. That's the crop. I started with that. Then I went to A7 III, full frame, hybrid, video, dope. Changed the game with that, changed my career, changed my life with that. Now I'm rocking this here, right here. Sony A7S III, super duper crazy and low light. With this G series lens, this zoom right here, 24 to 105. I'm liking this setup right here, man. It's overkill, as you can see. I'm looking real light-skinned, crispy.
But it's crisp. It's crisp.
Yeah. It's just sharp Sony glass on Sony body. You understand? Into the stream cam link to the StreamYard. It's a nice little setup I got here. Nice little setup with the M1. And I'm over here. I got what I got open. I got Photoshop open, a few different apps open. This M1 chip. I try to study. You know what I mean? I know my setups. But yeah, Sony ZV-1 gets anybody in the game. And then just come with some cool lights like GVM, this brand called GVM. They had like these Fresnel style spotlights, and they were doing like a buy one get one free for like $150. I was damn near about to cop that just to see how they was rocking.
Wow.
And do it on Amazon and then send them back if the things wasn't popping. Well, actually, I think the buy one get one free was through their site, but I'm sure you could run them back. But I mean, for a little bit of nothing, but to what else? So the light I'm rocking right now is a Godox SL160. So I guess they're referring to the wattage. And then I have this light dome. So that's how I got the beautiful fall off. You know what I'm saying? The light roll off. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
that that soft white. Yeah.
The harsh. I'm not saying I'm soft. I'm just saying the way the light rolls off.
Yeah. That's what I meant, bro. That's what I meant.
I'm just saying. So it's not the harsh light, but it has the diffusion on it. So it's a soft box, the light dome soft box with the diffusion. And that's how you get the dope like light scattering effect where it rolls off real pristine like that. And it works dope. Obviously, constant lighting for photos as well. So all of my thumbnails and whatnot, you see pictures of my silly face in the thumbnails. It's all just shot with basically this exact setup. So I could just hit the button, snap some photos, and then I'm in the lab. Bam, thumbnail, bam, ready to go. All right, Sony ZV-1. I gave you some extras, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. Hey, we take all the extra because this is gonna stay up, so people can refer back to it. And of course, it goes without saying, you two guys can use this to whatever degree you want to use it. Techie. So, all right, I want to stream like Techie. I want to be like Techie. Now I know I can't be all, but I want to stream like Techie. Techie, can you give me some base information, but just basic information on a camera, a microphone? Do I need a monster computer like that clown Nick Taylor got, or can I just use a laptop? Do I need will a computer out of Best Buy work? I mean, what's the deal?
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of
You see how I threw him under the bus, right? You see how I
Yeah.
threw him under the bus, right?
It kind of all depends. I mean, gaming laptops work the best in my opinion, and that's if you're doing a lot of pre-records. And the reason I start off there because I do pre-records. That's something that I do. And gaming laptops seem to be the best because you can take advantage of the GPU cores. You know what I'm saying? As far as the rendering process, because you can record depending on what format it's recording in. If it's 4K or something, it could take a couple hours if you don't have a good GPU in there. And you can render out something in 45 minutes that would typically take what 3 hours or 2 hours to actually render out. So that's the benefit of having a gaming computer. Now I'm not a Mac guy, so I'm gonna leave that on the table for AM1 because I'm not versed in Mac software at all. I know a little bit just to get in there and play around with it, but I'm not good with Macs. But um, if you're so gaming laptops is one of the best as far as, or you can build something kind of like what Nick has. But as far as streaming, you don't need much, when it comes to the GPU and all that stuff, the processing and all that stuff. Is done through the processor and it'll do it pretty quick. But we could talk about software as well. And what I recommend for people to use is OBS. And the reason I recommend OBS is because you have a whole lot more control. Now they're getting better with StreamYard, Stream, and Zoom and all this stuff. They're getting better with it, but I still like the control of OBS that you have. You know what I'm saying? You can play around with your audio a whole lot more. There's plugins for it, compression, removing background noise, or what do they call it? Noise gates. You can set up all that within OBS and then stream it to all these platforms. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that's what a lot of people use within the gaming community as well. And the gaming community is kind of ahead of the curve when it comes to streaming. Even before this space, a lot of guys that were on YouTube were streamed. Well, when the feature came about, but they were the first ones hopping in it. Streaming like for long periods of time or whatever the time limit that it was. They hopped into it doing it first, kind of, and so they've been, a lot of those guys been on it with the Cam Link, and all the different products that you hear guys talk about now. They were recommending it over on gaming channels, a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying? From what I actually saw, because I follow a lot of gamers as well. So streaming, no. Okay, so equipment. Let me touch on that as well.
No,
Now,
hit man, run it down.
yeah. So one of the things I recommend is and if you don't have a lot of money to spend on a, what is it called, a DLSR camera, kind of like what AM1 was pointing out, um you can always go with a webcam. Webcam technology has came a long way as far as the the amount of pixels and all that stuff that you can pick up, as far as with that webcam. 1080p, is pretty much standard on even the cheap, webcams that you could buy. And what I'm talking about is not the one that's built into your laptop, because the one
Yeah,
that's built into
them
your
suck.
laptop is crap. Yeah,
They suck. They suck.
yeah. They just throw something
All of
in
them
there.
suck.
Yeah, they do. They do. Yeah, they just throw something in there just to say, "Oh, you got a webcam that comes with here, comes with your laptop," but it's normally crap. So I'm talking about the external ones that you can plug directly into your laptop, and what I use is the Logitech Brio, and it's 1080p, excellent quality. Um, Now, right now, it kind of looks a little. It don't look as crisp right now
That's
because
StreamYard.
I'm running it, and then also I'm running it through OBS. I'm using the virtual cam, so that kind of kills some of the performance as well a little bit. And then Streamlord yours, they compress and everything as well. But um, the Logitech Brio is excellent in my opinion. And that's something that I do recommend for people on the budget side. You can spend, what, the Logitech Brio is, last time I looked at was like $250 or 200
I'll tell
bucks.
you right now. I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now.
Hey, so
Logitech
this wow.
Brio.
Sorry, but I was just curious.
Go ahead.
I don't know, for whatever reason, as you guys was talking about OBS, I was like, I need to really get down with that more.
I'm OBS junkie. I am.
So I just decided to try to go fire up a whole other browser tab, and opened up StreamYard, and now I'm streaming just me directly on my AM1 channel. So this was interesting. I was just curious to see if that would happen. I never thought to try that, but that's an interesting thing. So right now, I just cracked open a stream just as a test on my channel, but I'm letting people know that I'm over here. But yeah, no, it was interesting. I don't know what made me think of that. OBS, I know you can stream to different places, but I was like, wait, what happens if I open another browser and just stream my feed right now? So apparently I can stream to this feed, but then stream to a whole other feed that's just me. Very interesting.
I could take what we saying right now. I can grab that as a scene or put it into a scene, just capturing that window, cut off the sides or whatever, and make it look just like Nick's screen is looking right now, and stream that right on my channel
through OBS.
Yeah, through OBS.
But not
I can push this stream. Yeah, I can push this, and that's the thing. That's what some people don't understand. You can
I could share screen.
You can use stream yours without paying for it, running it through OBS. So if you have to have, or if you having like a meeting with like a whole bunch of people or something, and you want to stream it, or like what we have with all these streams, you could stream that through OBS as just a window capture. So it's dope, man.
I love OBS.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm using this now is because on OBS I can only bring up one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, so I wanted to bring up two, and I got a StreamYard account anyway. And you know, so I figure I can do that. And and there's the I put the link for the Brio.
Okay.
And it's right now on Amazon, it's $158.
Okay. And
Brand
before you move forward, I wanna give a shout out to actually see over the technician. He's the one that turned me on to the Logitech Brio. So I don't want to take credit for it. He actually had it first, and I saw how crispy his stuff was with just the webcam. I said, man, I'm gonna try it. It's just $200. Let me go down and get that right fast and see if it'll work, how it'll work with my system, with my setup. And sure enough, it was awesome, awesome investment. So shout out to him for that. Yeah, and then microphones. Sound is, I forgot that was the last thing else you wanted to ask me.
How you do
it?
Brio
audio is very
right
important. Now. I'm sorry, what you say?
My bad. The Brio right now I'm seeing on sale on Amazon for $158.
Yeah. Okay. I put the link on the screen. I put it on the screen. I put it in the chat. Excuse me. I said on the screen. I'm tripping in the chat. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Yeah. So microphones, sound is very important when it comes to streaming as well as just recording videos. And I didn't understand that at first. I didn't know how bad my audio was in the beginning, but
you wouldn't listen to me. I made so many audio over video videos, but y'all don't listen to me.
Yeah, I didn't understand it, man. And I just had like and let me tell you this, my first videos or my first, I would say 20 videos or so, I was using the Apple headphones plugged into my laptop using the mic on it. You know how you had the little mic that you
yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was using, man. But I did a lot of audio editing in order to make it sound a little better.
There he is right there. You say his name 3 times.
There you go.
I asked him, I said, hey man, you want to do the thing with us? Know what he said? Man, I ain't messing with y'all. I'm a big YouTuber. And I'm like, come on, see over, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he like, I'm a big YouTuber.
He don't want to come slum it.
Yeah. Hey, I asked him. I'm putting him on the hot seat. I love me some Steve. He too good to hang with us. Yeah, but you're right, man. I done made video. I had to dig up my original audio over video on YouTube. Is 4 years old. You know what I mean? Pre-COVID. See, COVID showed a chink in the armor. Now I think I'm not going to turn this into a thing where I got Fauci looking at my stream, trying to dig in all 3 of our backgrounds and whatnot, and they asking us why we streaming without a mask on and whatnot, probably because ain't nobody else in here but me. So I'm just saying, but what do you call it? Social distancing. That's it. Social distancing. And AMD Ryzen. That's what I'm running. That's what I use. Rachel, I got a AMD Ryzen 9 3900X in this machine right here. See, he like, okay, he gonna clown us now, right? Okay, it's cool. But I say, okay, because a lot of people listen to streams when they driving or doing something else, or they cooking, or this, that, and other. So are they listening or are they watching? But I guess it depends on your content. If it's some, I don't know how else to say it, some ratchet junk, we pulling face punch. Of course, they watching more so than listening because they, oh shit, oh world star. But if it's something where you talking about something intellectually based or whatnot, they're doing more listening. Now, before I go any further on the audio, now y'all tell me if I'm out of pocket. If y'all tell me if y'all two and C over tell me I'm out of pocket, then I'm out of pocket. I'm a big boy. I know how to back up. My feelings ain't hurt. All my feelings is in a C-141 airplane that they threw my ass out of in 1984, and I ain't had no feelings since. Internet etiquette, streaming etiquette. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving no name. I'm quite sure y'all all have been watching a show from the clouds, or maybe been something you've been watching actively, right? And all right, man, caller, I got hey, let me go ahead and add such and such to the stream. Oh, see what he got here. Hey, man, hey, what's up? ABC 123. Yeah, what's up, man? And this, hold on a second. Yo, nigga. Hey, man, hey, I said hold on a second. Yeah, give me two of them, man. Yeah, this and that and that. Borg, and this, that, man, I tell you, Borg. Dude, what are you doing? If that's your brand, if your brand is garbage, then if you not garbage, all right, tell y'all what, if y'all look at these two cool brothers right here, they too cool for school. One too cool for school, and the other one too clean to lean. Okay, now y'all figure out which one is which. I don't care. How many times you think they're gonna bring you up and you man, hold on a second. And then no, you tarnishing their brand. Know what us when a person does that? Know what they telling me? Keep it techie. I don't give up about your brand. I don't give up about your stream. I don't give up about your channel. You were kind enough to get, yeah, right? You were kind enough to send me the link. And what do they do when they get here? They poop all over your stream. I'm keeping it clean. Y'all notice I ain't cursed yet, right? They poop all over your stream. And people like, I think just how you have etiquette face to face, that you ought to have you letting me on your channel is like you letting me in your space. And so I should respect your space as well as you respect at least to the level that you respect your space. Am I wrong in that?
I totally agree. I mean, part of it is, after years of so many streams and, all the way back in, even before I was here, but even, Sunday Rumble days, streams where anybody can just kind of get on and just be however. Can't be coming up on here, especially in these days now. We got clean mics that are like readily accessible. You can't be on there with no janky mic game and coming in and got a tornado in the background or you at the daycare or something. It's like, bruh, I just came up here. I got to talk about this, but then, yeah, no. That's sort of, I mean,
Okay,
that's just a
thanks
remnant
for
of the
that.
fact that, you know, certain streams, shout out to the brothers that's doing those streams and really like engaging and letting brothers have a voice. But at the same time, it's like, bruh, some people come up, talk over, try to jump the line. Yeah, panel etiquette is a serious thing. Like you can't be coming up in people's house disrespecting. And then of course your delivery, your presentation need to be on point too. Especially if you halfway trying to like have a channel and be rocking in these spaces, you need to be coming kind of correct. I'm just saying. Nick, I co-sign what you just said right there. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Sir.
I 100% co-sign as well. I mean, it's that's one of the reasons why I don't do open panels on my channel. And I hate to go to that extreme, but that is the reason why I don't do open panels. Like everybody I interview, I've done like one maybe, and that was I think you came on, Nick. It was you, Truth Teller, and
Yeah,
Fly. That was the
yeah.
only, but I controlled the
But you
hell
know,
out.
we know how to
Control it.
act. You
Yeah,
know, we
that
yeah,
don't
know.
even
Yeah,
that don't
Mhm.
even
yeah.
count because you already know.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, it's I don't know. It's just I see how things go left, and I've seen, and I ain't gonna lie, I fell for it, and I've went, there on someone else's channel, and I totally apologized for it after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Because of the conversation got heated. I don't like those. I don't know. I just don't. I just want to keep the conversation flowing and in a good pot and make sure people get a good positive message out of it at the end of the day. And if it's kind of hard for that to happen if you got a bunch of people talking over just basically everything y'all said. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and you're right, man, about the micro. Like you said, man, how, I mean, look, people, I ain't spending all this money and this and that, and other, and da 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 da, but I want to floss like I am. I want you to treat me like I'm a member of the 2160 gang. I want you to treat me like I'm a member of the XLR gang, I know there's a certain amount of, because you got content snobbery, context snobbery, and equipment snobbery. I will admit, I am an equipment snob. I don't care what people got. I mean, when you ever see me on something and say, what you running? What you got? What you got for an interface? If you ain't got at least a Scarlett 2i2, get off my street. I mean,
So extra.
I know. Hey, some of them tech guys, some of them big tech, guys with 1 million subs and whatnot, dude, they be like, the people on the panel, I watched them do this. AM, what's wrong with your camera? What's wrong with your feed? No, I think the internet is real slow right now because you can have the best, and that's something else. Y'all know this. You can have the best equipment in the world. And if your internet service provider is trash, don't stream. That's a effed up thing to say. Pre-record. That way you got this nice crisp picture and crisp audio in the package and upload it to YouTube or Twitch or whatever as a packet so people will get to see it the way it really supposed to be. Because my pre-recorded videos are way clearer than my live streams just due to the
Compression.
compression and internet, the packet
Loss.
and and people. Now, I didn't understand that. If I didn't work at TX Connect, there's no way I would have understood that, bro. I wouldn't have, you know what I mean? It would have took me forever to figure that one out. But microphones, interfaces, AM, I'm a big YouTuber. I come on here, I'm strutting, I'm talking mad cash junk. Look at this and look at that. And in the back room is a broken piano, a dead cat, crap laying all over the place, molded food in a plate, and a half-naked child walking around with a baby bottle. Some people, I
Not a
be
good
like,
look. It's not a good
why
look.
did you turn your camera on?
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I mean, just to that point,
Your
this is a
background is
pop-up.
killing.
This ain't
I
nothing but just a pop-up backdrop thing. I
know,
got a
but
butt
it's
naked
dense.
stripper behind here chilling, waiting for me to get off this stream.
But it's dense. It's dead. You a photographer, you know what? It's dead black. It's dead. Your background is dead. That's smoking.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, I just threw this up because I wanted to do some more stuff with lights and more depth and whatnot. But I got my studio space here, then I got my other studio space out in Mexico. I wanted to really like set up a whole like staging setup. So I just did this pop-up backdrop, but it's the lighting. That's what it really is. The contrast between just solid black and with this light. And then if I bother to go throw another splash of light on the other side, everybody can't see me full screen, but then I'm really looking like I'm like, I don't know, shooting for like a pro athletic type event or something where I really got like this, 3D carved out lighting effect, something splashing over the shoulder.
Yeah,
I really want to deck it out, but I just hit that one light with this black background. And this was low key me just being lazy, really just kind of like, I'll throw this up for now. As I, just in the past few months, you already know what it is. I've been more consistent over the past few months. Kind of threw this look together and people was rocking with it. And it was like, no, that's cool. Or it was like bigging it up. And I was like, all right, I'll just keep doing this thing.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah. Now you talking about lights, because I got 2 NAND lights. I got a NAND light LumaPad 25, 225s, but I got this one on 8700 Kelvin, which is shining on me. And I got this one on 11 that's shining on the blue on the back to make the blue pop. Nice. So that's, I mean, just little stuff like that. And changing the AM background darker than back to black. But it pops. I mean, he makes the hat contrast, the shirt blends. It's little stuff like that that people think we do by accident. And it's not an accident. You know what I mean? But it's stuff that most people don't catch. And she's asking, I don't know if he in a sound treated room, but those are sound panels that he got behind. He probably in a tomb. He probably had some slaves build them a sound room in the back and whatnot, threatening them with, but they done a good job.
Waterboarding, huh?
Yeah, there you go. Well, you probably had Truth Tell over there with you because I mean, Truth, but he the Rain Man for a reason. He'll let you have it.
Now, I remember when I used to, and I don't talk about it much, but I mean, a lot of black guys have done that, but at one point you want to rap. So I remember using sound panels back in the day, egg cordons and all that stuff. So I knew that, that would help with the sound, especially in a smaller space. So it'll come out a little bit more crisper. Now, I mean, I probably could do a whole lot more, you know what I'm saying? But this was killing a lot of the reverb and all that stuff from the beginning.
Yeah, dead sound, standing waves, sound waves. That's my gig. AM, remember when you was doing the deal in the warehouse? Or I don't know if you remember, I shot you the thing. I said, man, I hope they do something about them standing waves. You know what? Because you can, I can. My
ears
catching
the audio off of me. I think I was streaming to the phone. So
did that shoot go? It went well. That shoot go well.
Oh yeah. I mean, we had audio off the board with the mics, and that was clean. And then I had like the main guy, my homie who's running for mayor. I had him mic'd up with a lav mic anyway. That's just catching just him. So we were redundant plan for that. But yeah, that was a big ass open warehouse. So the reverb, it was all bad.
Yeah, but I was digging that. I'm like, look at this, brother. This is what I'm talking about. God damn it, what's wrong with these other Negroes? You know what I mean? But that's the way my brain go. But now I ain't no streaming genius, but I just like to put stuff together. I think I'm a problem solver, but I got the little stuff. But like y'all said, if your audio ain't crack-a-lacking, I mean, I mean, you ain't got to spend $1,000. You ain't got to buy $1,000 microphone.
No.
I'm a steal like Mike Delgadio from Booth Junkie. Like he said, he said a guy came to him and said, Mike, I want to get started out. Now I got $1,000. And what should I buy? And Mike told him, because he do voiceovers. You heard him, and so most people have heard him in so many commercials on TV and radio, they ain't even know who they were listening to until they watch his YouTube channel. Then they go, that's the voice from the Nissan commercials. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that, wait a minute, that's the voice from the Verizon commercials. That's him. That's
What's his
Mike.
name?
Mike Delgadio. He got his YouTube channel is called Booth Junkie. Dude, I mean, you can listen. I can listen to watch his stuff. I ain't even interested in what he talking about. I mean, I am, but his audio is just him and Tom Buck. Tom Buck got some real good streeting. Oh my goodness. AM1, you love it because when he show his cameras and say what he got, you probably go like, yeah, this, because he's a photo guy too that just happens to stream. And
I just checked out his website. It got like clips on voice acting clips on it. Yeah, I definitely heard this dude's voice before.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. They go, I've heard him before. I'm like, yeah, that's him. I've been subbed to him for the long. Know what he told me to do? He said, man, that AT2040 you got. He said, man, you can't beat. He said you can't beat that. Anything under $200 cannot beat that microphone. He said, but you know what you need to do? He said, because you're running a DBX, right? I said, yeah. You ain't running an interface. Are you running an Audient or better? I said, I'm running a Yamaha console. He said, get you Electro Voice. He said, stop playing. That's what he told me. Stop playing. Get an Electro Voice. I said, really? He said, get your Electro Voice. Get your 20 series Electro Voice. Find one used. And he said, and what you got is going to kill it. Yes, mic preamp. Now, I just done a thing with Lizabitty. Shout out Lizabitty. Y'all supposed to be hooking up, ain't you? Here soon, ain't you?
Yeah, and,
yeah, because me and her, I done streamed with her like a year or so ago where I just pelted her with all kind of questions and whatnot. But I've seen this too, where people will they'll go out and they'll buy the Shure SM7B because everybody got one, or they'll buy whatever, this, that, and other. Hey, Carrie. And they do that. And I'm like, what are you using for an interface? Well, I got I'm like, here we go, trying to shove a Corvette engine into a Pinto. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, you're not gonna get because certain microphones need a lot of gain, need a lot of gain. And do you have it? Or, I mean, I said, you going condenser or you going dynamic? I said, dude, are you shooting out of your house or whatever the heck? They say, yeah. I said, go dynamic. Don't get a condenser microphone. They said, well, what is that? I said, well, we've all heard the joke about a rat pissing on a cotton ball in the corner. That old joke. I said, a condenser microphone, pick up a mouse pissing on a cotton ball in a padded room in your neighbor's house across the street. It picks up everything, where a dynamic microphone, though it requires more gain, is more like, you don't hear this fan from my computer right behind me right now. You don't hear it.
So that trade-off.
Yeah. But so you need more gain. Well, are you going to stream, or are you going to do videos, or are you going to do both? I said, because if you're just going to do videos, don't waste your money. You can get a cloud lifter, because Slide, we couldn't get enough boosts out of his till we got him a cloud lifter. Like I said, man, what's a cloud lifter? I ain't get one. Sly, you ain't gonna get no. I got it turned all the way up. Then that's why it's not loud enough. It don't have enough gain. But he got it. And now he got gain galore. I said, now, if you're gonna do pre-recorded videos and you ain't gonna do no streaming, get a cloud lifter. That's what I would do if you got a gain hungry microphone. If you're going to stream, get a DBX or a Behringer, an equivalent to DBX 286S, because you can make a cloud lifter. You can't adjust up. I mean, when you do a video, I recorded, like if I recorded AM1's video, and I know how he do it when he is doing G Dizzle's thing, and that was fly up, bro. That was dope. That was dope. What that deal that you built, that was dope. But when he's done, I can take that, put that in DaVinci Resolve, and I can adjust his audio. I can take this out when he stopped, this pop, he accidentally bumped that. I can take all that out. I can do all that. And then I can upload it. And then when y'all see the video, y'all go, damn, AM1 video, Chris. But if you're streaming it, all that stuff, all them plugins in Premiere, in DaVinci, they're not going to help you. Or if you turn them on, you get this thing, folks. It's called latency. Think of latency. I mean, they know what latency is, but lag. Like y'all ever watch a video and you see the sound, but the guy's lips ain't moving with the sound.
Low-key, like a kung fu movie.
Yeah. And so y'all, that's what I'll be telling y'all about latency. But if you get something, a Behringer 600, whatever the hell it is, a DBX, whatever the heck it is, you can, with a compressor built in it. Because all this stuff, you can do all this in post, in software, but it don't work if you're streaming live, only if you're pre-recording. That's it. If you're recording, get a cloud lifter, do that stuff in post, call it a wrap. Don't even spend the $225 on a DBX. But if you're streaming like this, because then you can do stuff like you can turn your treble up while you're talking, and you can actually hear, exactly. You can turn your bass up, or you can turn your bass down.
That's clean.
The fix your, you can turn your bass. Now I know where I like it, but you can, if you got a trebly voice, you just take the treble out. Or if you got that, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a de-esser, you got a noise gate.
What box
you got
is that?
all that.
What
stuff.
Peripheral is that? You hit knobs on? What is
it's a DBX 286S as the letter Sam. Now, if I was just doing pre-recorded videos, I wouldn't need this, because all those things are available in DaVinci Resolve, which I've already paid for. But DaVinci Resolve ain't doing me no good. You know what I mean? When I'm streaming. And we've all heard some people where you listen to they stream and you like, and you thinking, he sound funny compared to his recorded videos. That's because once he record his videos in whatever Hit Film Express, the one or you using Premiere, Adobe, like like AM1's using, or you using DaVinci Resolve like I'm using, well, we can put in bass, or put in mid-range, or this, that, and other, add delay, take delay out, decay, echo. We can do all that stuff. But
if I was doing a pre-recorded video, I would still do it through that, because I like the idea of being able to have an actual physical, like analog piece, or even send it through a digital signal. But to be able to hit those switches on the fly, like what you was just doing, sounded dope to me.
Yeah, it's just turning the knobs. That's all I'm doing. But you got, and then because it got a compressor. Now, the thing about these though, let's say you done recorded this 30-minute long video and you had your de-esser set just a little too high. And because the de-esser takes that, where I'm actually doing it loud, but it probably don't sound loud to y'all. And it'll change one of them letters, and then so it sound like talking about that.
Well, yeah,
if you got your de-esser,
yeah.
you can't take that, you can't un-F that. You know, it's just there. So either you're
Right,
gonna
that
have
is
to just
true.
re-record it. Where if you were doing it just raw without that, and then doing it in Adobe, then you can fix that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah. When I
Right.
do my pre-records, I do all my audio because I'm sure you guys can tell exactly what Nick was just saying. That I sound different live than pre-records
Pre-recorded. Yeah.
because I do a lot of post audio editing on my pre-record videos because it sounds better at the end of the day. And I always talk about open source technology, but Audacity is free on Mac OS as well
Yeah.
as
It's
Linux, Windows.
free. It's
Yeah,
free.
and you can do your compression. You can add your bass, bass and treble, because that's something that I have to do. I have like a formula that I follow for every video I record, as long as I keep the same settings on my microphone and my preamp and cloud level. Long as I don't change any of that, then my presettings not presettings, but what I do with post audio, or get it exactly the same every single time. And that's one thing about audio that I wanted to add to what we're saying. And audio is important, but consistent audio is important as well. Because I've ran into issues where I've done something slightly different and the audio sounded trash. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a lot to actually get it close to where I normally have my audio. But I think consistent audio also, especially if you're doing pre-records, is beneficial as well.
Agreed.
Can y'all hear my mouse clicks?
Yeah, a little
Damn.
bit. Well,
Oh,
I
my
could
bad.
at one
I
point.
I can't, and now I'm not turned up loud, and I'm busting some AT30s, and I can barely hear it.
Okay. No, I was just like, I'm not trying to ruin the stream with the extra clicks
No,
while
you're
looking on
not
the
ruining
screen.
it, because about time it goes through YouTube, and it's the compression, it's going to. And that's the thing too, y'all in the chat, y'all that's watching in the chat that actually don't record stuff. If y'all could see the video of each other we see in StreamYard compared to what YouTube is broadcasting,
Way more crisp.
you guys would understand because the picture of us, the raw feed from these 1080p and 4K camera, because I'm running 4K 30p right now. But they got to compress it down because the file is so big. I get it. I mean, on their end, I get it, because hard drive space is money, right? Space is money. Space costs money. I get it. But now, y'all know now. So I see I gotta give Techie a softball, because I hit him with a hard ball last time, and I gave AM1 the softball. So I gotta even it out. Y'all all have very sharp images. Thank you. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, Edward? Now, target audience. That's all I'm gonna say. Go.
Wait. I need more.
Okay. Target. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some more. I'll give y'all some more. All right. You coming in now, you're AM1 already, but you don't have, you ain't made the videos that you've been making, going out here saying this, that, and other about the equipment or about the stuff you got. I mean, because we already know you already, but let's say we can go jump in the way back machine, and you're being launched today. I'm Nick Nobody Taylor, and I just ran across your first video and invited you up, and you here. AM1 launch. Would your target audience be everybody, or a certain segment? Would it be tech, or would it be non-tech?
Oh man, you asking me the perfect question right now, because again, you've been knowing me here for years. rocking with this and kind of like Black Manosphere, Black YouTube. So since I've decided as of December, so we're basically 3 months in, when I decided I'm about to be more active and consistent with this thing, I quickly realized I got to do more than just some of this same circular in-ish talk. So I just want to, really get into the stuff that I'm really all about. Like all day, every day, I'm about the freelance video consulting, visual tech, nerd out. So off top, just the fact that I built a career doing that on a freelance tip, and a lot of what I learned right here on YouTube. So that's the automatic sort of feedback loop, right? To add value. Now I've always wanted to bring more of that value within sort of like Black YouTube, but that different people want things to different degrees. But I mean, straight away, it would be either or both. Brand new AM1 out of the gate, fresh to YouTube. I'm doing here's how I built my freelance career in visual media. Here's some of my projects. Here's me going back over them. Here's a walkthrough of the gear I used, all of that. Here's the software I used. And that's the thing. I'm literally, I've been sitting on it for a while, but AM1 creates channel. I got a whole other channel, parallel channel, ready to rock with that. That's just purely a whole new algorithm and directly relative to just talking about the visual media. And then one of my other passions is the health related stuff. So either the health related kind of stuff or the visual media stuff, or either one. Like, and that's literally, I'm getting that all set up right now to push out more of that content. That's my target audience. So definitely on the tech side, and then on the health related side as well. Because I mean, I'm 43. People always say, "Oh, well, you look in shape at 43. What do you do?" I've had homies that are like, "Give me, health tips. What are you doing?" Or, what do you be doing in the gym? How do you balance what you eat with cardio, with working out, whatever. So I'm like, well, let me run that up, make a channel out of that. I mean, the kind of visual stuff I do for my clients, let me focus that inward from my own intellectual property projects myself, and let's run that up. So yeah, no, so definitely the freelance visual tip, the visual media stuff, the camera nerd stuff, and then parallel to that, the health related stuff. There it is.
Cool. All right, Techie. Now you, besides making slaves build sound rooms for you, I mean, besides that, okay, we got that. We got it. Okay.
Now, I think I kind of started out going directly at my target audience, which was people that were what's the right word? Linux enthusiast, so to speak. And that's really where I started. And I mean, we all know the history. Before I even started my channel, the reason I started my channel was because of O'Shea always putting it out there. Hey, we need more brothers, professional brothers, to create channels and just talk about what they do or whatever. And so I started incorporating that. Well, I was always around the space, but I just spent more time here, in the space, because I wanted to push it to more to Black men. Because I mean, you can search Linux in the YouTube algorithm, and I'm the only Black person out there just talking about this stuff.
You're the only one I've seen.
Yeah. And so I wanted to, try to push it to Black people, but at the same time, I mean, it's more of it's a niche, so to speak, that's really targeted towards other communities. But I just wanted to see if I could push it here. But I think if I did, I guess, buckle down and put more emphasis in pushing it towards the way a lot of the other Linux guys do, I think my channel would probably be a little bit bigger. But whatever. Like I said, I'm still gonna stick to the mission, which is try to help, see more of us in the tech field. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's all on what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, YouTube is a big platform. I mean, it's people that don't even know this space, Black people that don't even know this space, that
Oh, you're right.
have big channels, you know, excellent channels where they putting out great content, you know what I'm saying? And not that I regret coming here, because I definitely don't regret it, because I met so many great people, you know, within the quote unquote manosphere spaces, that the relationships to me is what's more important than um, fame and, you know, and all that stuff. Because I mean, just like AM1, I have a full-time job. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
same
something that
here.
I
Look,
do.
what happened to
Yeah,
me
and you as well.
yesterday. I mean, yeah,
Exactly. And it's I've always that's always been my priority, because it's been times where I took a break from YouTube because um, I wasn't in the position that I needed to be as far as my actual career. Um, so I've taken a break from it because it's just something extra to do, to throw out there as far as community service type work, so to speak. Um, but my full-time job is more important than this, at the end of the day, and advancing my career. I'll be doing interviews and all that stuff. So I mean, at the end of the day, my target audience is as far as is whoever is interested in tech. At the end of the day, if you're interested in tech, that's what my content is there for, you to help you better your life.
that's what's up. That is what, man. Another stream thing, because I know y'all got it down. Y'all got it down. Do you see yourself? I mean, because we know there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room out here. And I was looking up for YouTube stats, the numbers of how many people actually make it over 100 subs, to make it over 500, to make it over 1,000. Keep it techie blowing up. He running away from us.
10
But
racks. 10 of them.
he probably had something to do with why they killed my first channel. Man, they got 16,000 subs. Oh, hell no. Pull that from him. Went from 16,000 to nothing. Now I'm back to 7,200 in year and a half. So, but it's not how many. To me, it's who. I mean, would you rather have 1 million knuckle draggers watching you, or 500,000 truly interested people? I'll take the latter of the two. But that's me. Some people numbers mean more than anything. What do you all edit videos with? Oh yeah, Gene, KeepItTechie is all Linux. He 100% Linux. Period. I use DaVinci Resolve. I don't I know AM uses Adobe.
Premiere,
And
After Effects all day, or a day, or
okay. And I use DaVinci Resolve.
And yeah, DaVinci Resolve is great. It's excellent. I actually was looking at trying to get it to work, but I ran into some issues with my NVIDIA drivers not being able to work on the distribution of Linux that I use. But my current editor that has always worked for me since I started my channel was Kdenlive. So if you're interested in, you know, editing videos, Kdenlive is an excellent free and open source video editor that you can use on any Linux distribution out there. And it's simple. It doesn't have that much of a learning curve. If you've used any of them, then you can pick this up as well. And another smaller one, OpenShot, is good as well. If you just getting new to editing videos and stuff.
That's all on Linux. Those ones you just listed.
And well, you can, yeah. Kdenlive is on Linux, I know, but I think you can install it on Mac. I think Kdenlive. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know, but I know you can't use it on Windows. But you can actually. You can use it on, and that's one cool thing about Linux. That's another reason I talk about it so much. Like with Windows, they have what they call a Linux subsystem that you can open up on your Windows operating system that will allow you to install Linux applications on your Windows operating system. It may not work 100% with all the software, but a lot of the software is available for you to install. It's even on Chrome OS, they have a Linux subsystem where you can install Linux programs directly on your, if you have a Chromebook, you know what I'm saying?
And it
At least
opens
one
up.
of
You don't
the
have to
better.
like do some kind of like dual boot kind of situation. It's all
No,
under the same.
it's all under the same. Yeah. Yep. It's a small subsystem that's actually running like a Linux kernel, but it's allowing you to open the applications using that small Linux kernel running on your Windows operating system.
Damn,
And
that's dope.
yeah. So
Yeah, and Hit Film Express is another video editor that's out here. I think right now, I can't remember what version is on, but I remember I used to run Hit Film Express. Hit Film Express works on Ubuntu Linux.
yep.
Linux. It works. Hit Film Express works on there. And the key thing is getting your graphics card to help with rendering the video files, because when you're just rendering straight off of a GPU, I mean, it is crazy. But I'm running a 2080 Ti, which was primarily generated, that was NVIDIA's answer for us for the video editing, people, before. But because now you look at now, 2080 Ti's are still, even before all this goofy stuff, still $1,400. You can get a 3080. I mean, 2080 Ti's costs more than 3080s because the video editing power of the way they got it laid out. And that's what people, man, let me know when you sell that 2080. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll be in the hospital with the beep, beep. Okay, give me beep. Okay, give me 1,500.
Wait, you said 1,400 though. I
Yeah.
mean, I know they got them crazy GPUs, and I mean,
but this is an old card. It's an old card. 2080
in terms of this, the computer I'm on right now. Just to insert my rig into the situation. 1,400. I bought this MacBook Air M1, 16 gigs RAM. So the M1 setup is like the integrated CPU, GPU, all in one chip. In whatever way they set that up, the efficiency is just through the roof. And I remember hearing the specs about it, and looking at some of the video folks, right? Because I'm thinking of like I would need this for when I got this Sony A7S III. It does this 10-bit color depth, and I can shoot 4K 60, 4K 120. So these are 4K frames and 120 of those per second. So the processing speed of the camera is totally insane. They were able to optimize that, but to be able to just play that back and edit that to make sure that Premiere can handle that, or Final Cut or whatever, they had to like really go back and at least with Apple, it was basically, it was notorious that the files from this camera, and then there's a Sony FX3, it's the same similar setup. But when you go 4K 60 with 10-bit color depth, it's so much information per frame. So to be able to like play that out is totally insane. So I'm looking at the different YouTubers, and they're like, okay, so if you have a regular Mac, it'll melt the computer. So I remember with the one I had before this, it wouldn't even play it at all. So some people were realizing that the Mac Mini M1s could actually handle these files. So I sure enough got one, and I just got one with 8 gigs of RAM. And I was like, wait, the 8 gig RAM Mac Mini M1 chip can actually handle these crazy 10-bit files. So I was sold, and I was like, okay, cool. So for 1,400, I got this MacBook Air. So it's super thin, super portable, super light, but with that M1 chip with 16 gigs of RAM and 0.5 terabyte hard drive. This is like the most beast ass computer I've ever had. And I've had different PC setups with GPUs and whatnot. It's kind of crazy what Apple did. Like, it's not even fair. And then they already talking about like the M1 Pro Max, whatever M2 chips. I'm like, they went way, yeah. M1 changed the game on Apple. Like they got the Intel folks running for cover, because I'm like, spend 14 or more on a GPU when you could spend 14 on this and be at least melting through. I mean, everybody has different use cases, but I mean, even the rendering on all this stuff, it's bananas. I'm like, well, I don't know what y'all was smoking or what kind of alien technology y'all came across from Roswell or whatever, but whatever y'all did with these M1s is through the roof.
That's crazy. Yeah, but me, because I remember when I first started, when I was just rendering 720 and 1080 stuff, it was okay, single layer, sometimes dual layer. Every now and again I'll have two video layers, two audio layers every now and again. And I remember my basic 15-minute video with 2 and 2. It would take 45 minutes to render that video. I remember stuff like that. This current machine, like one of the last videos that I done, I had 2 audio layers, 1 static layer, 2 video layers, and it's a 22-minute video, and I rendered it in 15 minutes and some change.
Nice.
With this current, but it's a Ryzen 9. You know what I mean? With a 2080 Ti and 64 gigabytes of memory. So it just burns and it just burns through it. And M.2 Samsung Evo 970 M.2 2 terabyte NVMe drive. So nice. It just burns through. Now, if I was just some schmo, see, you're a pro. If I was just some schmo, there is no way in hell I would have spent that. There's no way. But now YouTube just happened to be a secondary thing, because I'll be having to record the video of them accident scenes, them fatality accidents and stuff that I be doing. And most of it is at least 1080p. I do most of it I do 1080p, six different Sony cameras, all 1080p, 6 different points. I got to color code them, balance them, and all this other stuff. It was taking half a day, you know what I mean, to render them. Wow. This thing just burns through it. I put them all in Resolve. So now I got 6 video feeds, 6 audio feeds. I'm picking dominant audio over quiet audio, in the audio portion of Resolve, doing light, color balance, all this other stuff. I can do all that, hit render, bam, go jump my ass in the shower, wash some of this diesel and oil and crap off of me, do all that, throw something, heat something up and eat, sit back down, move the mouse for the screen to pop back up, and it's telling me I got 7 minutes left.
Nice.
I mean, just burning through it. I'm like, but people, well, how's that going to make you money? Because these insurance companies, who, if you the faster, okay, me and KeepItTechie shot the same accident scene. KeepItTechie shot he only got 4 cameras, but I got 6. He got 4 Sonys. I got 6. I got 6 of them. He got 4. But KeepItTechie got them 4 accident scene vantage points in 2 hours. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't even scratch. Who you think they're gonna get the money to? Who gonna make it? The first one there. So that's how KeepItTechie gonna justify that money, because he got the product ready. Progressive, State Farm, y'all have no idea. I ain't gonna turn this into an insurance thing. They're not on your side. Now just leave it. I'll leave. Nationwide is not on your side. I mean,
no insurance company is.
No. So, cause they buy the footage from guys like me with 6 different angles, all 6 different angles of the same accident scene, shot in 1080p, and I can render that hour accident scene, 6 1080p's, 6 audio signals, and it's an hour long, and I finished screwing around with it in Resolve, and when I hit export, I can export that in an hour and a half.
Export, and you're rendering out at 1080.
Yeah,
An hour.
six scenes.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
I got a Ryzen 9
1080 footage.
Yeah, I got a no. I mean, 6 angles, 6 cameras, 6 video scenes, 6 audio scenes, in one. And it just do it all in one. You know how you look at a camera, like you see the people where they got their screen and it's in squares.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It's all on the screen at the same time.
Right.
Got you.
See, because you can't. The insurance company don't want it in single videos, because then they got to try to catch that part. But if you know what I'm saying, but you can put it on at one time. They looking at the truck coming out of the ditch this way with this camera, but this camera catching it that way, that camera catching it. They can look at it and they will pay you. They will pay. So the faster you get it, all right, KeepItTechie only had 4 angles compared to my 6, but KeepItTechie got it to them in 2 days. They still waiting on me, but KeepItTechie's is ready to go. So are they gonna give him? He gonna get the $5,000 for that instead of me getting $7,000 for 6 angles. Because I
don't understand why somebody would even ask that, because obviously the faster you can get anything done is.
You would think. We think like that, but a lot of people just don't. They don't think like that. A lot of people don't. Always say AM looking like he on the Sony A7 IV.
Nah, that's that A7S3 though. I'm not mad at the 4, but. A little, I don't know, arguably a little slight step up from the 4, but A7S3.
Yep, real-time rendering preview. HitFilm Express even added a rendering preview to their package, to their base package. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? So even HitFilm Express trying to get their elbows in the game. I mean, but I don't want to relearn another platform when I already, use DaVinci Resolve. So, but you're right, AM. I mean, any dummy, they figure the faster you can get the product out. But if I can render it faster, I can get it to them faster.
I need to check that out. That's an interesting business. I never even thought about that. Like insurance companies shooting.
I have to shoot the video because I'm an incident manager. I got the police contract. So I noticed there was a gap being filled because insurance companies, this was years ago, y'all wouldn't happen to have any pictures of the accident scene, would you? You wouldn't happen to have any of this or that, would you? And I keep telling them, no, even though we would take pictures, but we'd use them. How do I say use it like bait without saying using them as bait? Because insurance companies are trying to get out of paying stuff. They ain't trying to find a reason to pay AM1. They're trying to find a reason to not pay AM1.
I'm just interested in how you set up the business model to even know you could do that. Because I'm over here
they just asked me because they be trying to send people out to our scene and they can't get on my scene because I'm the incident manager. Right. This is our accident scene. The cop, you try to push by these cops that got the road blocked off while we doing this fatality accident or pulling this tractor trailer that's upside down in the creek, you're going to get arrested. So the only person got video, huh?
You just essentially doubled down on what you was already there doing anyway and just saw an opportunity for a whole new offering.
Right. Now, I went through the county clerk's office and with the sheriff, of course, and asked him, am I in violation of the contract if I sell these people footage after your investigation is done? After. You know what I'm saying? After the county is done, after Department of Public Safety is done, blah, 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 blah. After. And they put it in writing and said no. But no, I'm not in violation.
No,
that I can't do it.
Oh man, like I would have just never thought of that, obviously, because I don't do what you do, but I do have cameras. So I'm like, man, how could I parlay over something like that?
Yeah, because you try to walk up. And set up cameras and different angles on tripods around the accident scene. The cop's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? You know
Yeah,
what
that's the
I'm
thing. I know
saying?
some local government folks. That's what I'm saying. And I have
Yeah,
like
now
family in
that's
law
different for
enforcement.
you.
If I
And see,
could
me,
set
I'm in
something
a
up like that.
semi-rural place, and what demanded it because I'm in the oil field. You know, I'm down here in the Eagle Ford. So, you know, that's the way it's crack-a-lacking. Even though oil field and slowed way down. But when it was pumping, because see, here the thing. This truck A crashed into truck B. Truck B spilt all its contents on the highway. You know what I'm saying? It's carrying glue or milk or antifreeze, gas, diesel, whatever the heck. What 8,000 gallons worth. We got to tear up the asphalt. They got to tear up the asphalt. The road got to be repaved. All the
Crazy money.
foliage, it ran off in the grass down in the ditch. When it rains, that's going to go into the storm system, into the creek. All that has to be dug out. All that sod and dirt has to be replaced. Scale rock have to be put in it. That scale rock got to stay in place for at least a year to catch any excessive runoff. You got to have that. The road got to be repaved, and these smashed up 2 tractor trailers have to be removed. Now that part's my job. So, and going to the impound yard, that part's my job. But because insurance companies, it got to the point where they was disputing charges. You know what I'm saying? Well, how do we, all right, AM, how do we know that, you know, you saying that the tractor trailer was like this and it was laying on top of the car and y'all had to lift it up and pick it and swing it with your 60-ton rotator and all this other good stuff? How do I know you're not just juicing me out of it?
Right.
And I give them a snippet. You know what I'm saying? I give them, I'm like, funny that you asked.
No, that's super smart. I'm like, man.
And then they get it. So now you're that $18,000 accident recovery bill that I'm trying to pump to them that they trying to fight. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Because I'll turn your ass into TDI for refusal of payment. But then I had one guy, he said, how much of that accident scene do you got? This is some years ago. I said, I got about 40 minutes of it. 40 minutes of it. Yeah. How many angles? I'm like 2 at the time, 2, front and back. And he offered to buy it from me. And that's when something told me to go to the sheriff and went to it. I said, well, I ain't doing nothing until I get paid for my accident. Ain't nothing going nowhere. Then found out afterward, they said I could do it. I sold it to them, right? They use, and I ain't gonna tell you what I charged them for it, but they used it to fight a multi-million-dollar wrongful death lawsuit that was part of that accident.
Wow.
Like you trying to sue us, his insurance, for $5 million for driver negligence when our driver wasn't negligent, because we got the video from the recovery company, the towing company, that your truck wasn't on. I mean, my client, what tractor trailer wasn't on top of yours. Yours was on top of ours. You know what I'm saying? And we got you can't stage that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you got troopers and I sold it. So them giving me $20,000 for a video that I shot, you know what I'm saying, with 4 of these and rendered and mushed down and everything and put it in the blocks, saved them $2 million, $3 million. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. And like,
so
50,000, no, nothing. No,
yeah,
but 50,000 to you is better than paying $2 million.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just using that.
And that's the way they see it. And people get mad. They say, well, how I have 2 drones. I have two drones. You know, he asked me to have a drone. Yeah, we got 2 drones. But there's regulations on that for accident scenes, but that's a whole totally different thing. It depends on what municipal agency you're with, because we do for different ones. This one, you got to give them the drone footage, and they're going to take out whatever part that they want, and they'll give it back to you. This county, they don't care. You can take the whole thing. Every police department, you know what I'm saying? You know, every DeWitt County Sheriff's Department versus Cuero Police Department versus Nixon Police Department versus Texas Department of Public Safety. They're all same accident, but you got 4 different sets of rules. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta deal with. And if you F this up, you will get sued into, wait a minute, I ain't doing it right. I got this machine. I need to go ahead and do it.
You will get sued into oblivion.
They will sue the shit out of you. Okay? They will sue the shit out of you.
Out of you.
Yeah.
Like for based on something
I'm filming
you recorded?
something that you told me I can't film.
Oh, I see.
You told me, you told me, look, you can film it, but before you turn it in to anybody, you need to give it to us to look over, because you signed the contract with us, DeWitt County Sheriff's Department. You ain't freelancing. You know what I'm saying? And then I do it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's, I see what you mean.
You know, that's your ass. You know what I'm saying? That,
yeah, I mean, that's just bad business anyway. Why mess the deal up?
You know, then because you got that. How you do it? Who is it?
It's the Sheriff's Department. I come to talk to you.
Oh, crap. Here we, I mean, you know, dude, you upside down. Look, don't even risk it. You're going to lose all that money plus some. Just do it the right way. If you miss a sale and don't let them insurance come. Well, if I can't get it by close of business tomorrow, then it's off. Well, I guess it's off.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Because I tell them, because until DeWitt County give it back to me, until Gonzales County give it back to me, until Wilson County give it back to me, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't messing up my situation for y'all. Stop playing.
Dude, they got badges and guns. I'm in
and
Southeast,
apparently they got demon voices too.
Yeah, I'm in Southeast Texas. I'm out in the nether regions. I'm out here. They got badges and they got guns.
Yeah, nah. Let's play that cool. Play it cool.
Yeah, exactly. But bruh, now here we go. We know the effect that COVID-19, and I ain't gonna have y'all much longer. We're gonna get, because we ain't even hit 2 hours yet. Feel like it, but we ain't even hit 2 hours yet. We about ready to, but then we're gonna get out of here. Now we know the effects that COVID-19, right, wrong, or indifferent, I call it bullshit. Excuse me, but excuse me, had the effect forcing people indoors against their will, right, wrong, or we know some states are, you know, some states didn't really care, do whatever, take care of yourself. Some states micromanaged it. We get it. But it made so many YouTubers and Twitchers, and what's that other one? YouTube, Twitch. I know Facebook has a live. Discord. I don't use none of, but that stuff then went up. Do y'all see the face of streaming changing due to COVID going forward? Do you see it getting worse, getting better, staying the same? Can you imagine how much ad money YouTube made during the coof? That, I mean, they wanted people to stay indoors,
right?
To stream.
Help their business model.
Yeah. That ad money, I mean, ad money for them, not for us.
Right.
Do you see it, man? Do you see it making, hey, did y'all know this? If they demonetize your channel, I ain't never been monetized.
They still run ads on it. That's what you're gonna say?
Yeah. But winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, they still winning. They still winning off it. Yeah. If they demonetize you, they still getting it in.
Yeah, you just ain't getting it in.
Right.
So do y'all see the streaming getting better, getting worse, stagnating, staying the same? I mean, people think they got to do all kind of crazy gimmicky stuff and whatnot instead of just having clean, crisp output and dialogue and dialect and people even understanding my goofy sounding ass. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what do y'all think about that? Michael says worse. Okay, he said he see it getting worse.
Go ahead, Techie.
I see it actually improving. And the reason I say that because just more people coming on the platform.
Bigger pool
Yeah.
to choose from. Okay.
hmm And now, at the same time, though, I would say part of those, I would say it'll be a lot of channels out here that become abandoned at some point as well, because of, I mean, people going, unless your channel is doing very successfully or is
Mhm.
very successful, you're probably gonna have to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, some of these people jumped out here, during this time period, and eventually they're gonna have to go back to their real jobs. And I don't know, maybe I don't know. I'm just going off of speculation. I don't really know, man, to be honest. I mean, it's certain when it comes to certain things, and the reason I said it'll improve is because it's more competition. So you have to be better
You
than,
got to compete.
yeah, you
Yes.
got to compete more. Even though it's always been a competition, but more people in the pool, more competition. But go ahead, AM1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree with that. Like, and I mean, just seeing the trends. I mean, ultimately, more people are going to try to stream because my take on it is that they are going to try to come back with something similar to this narrative that they try to rock out for 2 years. They're just having to back it off right now because of the legalities and whatnot. But they're going to try to run that game again, if not later this year. They're going to run it back next year after they get people all relaxed. So there's a future for streaming, but to that point, that market will become oversaturated with content even more. And at the same time, Google, YouTube is going to do that much more relative to ad revenue to where it's like, no, you can't just be on here doing anything. So it's going to be really people to have something to say and to deliver something that has at least some kind of value that they can profit from. And they're going to be looking for content creators with better production value. So ultimately better in the sense that you're going to have to step your game up. So I'm in agreement with what Techie just said. They're going to try to oversaturate the market, like we're seeing even kind of Black YouTube, Black Manosphere. How many people can talk about the same thing over and over and run that up and get super chats? But that's going to get censored. That's going to get tapered off, and production value is going to matter. Having some real offer is going to matter. Something that has real value where people are searching for, tech related IT type stuff, courses like that. That's why I'm about to run it up with my offers and production value off top. The stuff I do for my clients, do for myself, and just really be able to be like when I do my health channel, bruh, it's about to go through the roof immediately. It's gonna come out of the gate
Anything
looking
dealing with
pristine.
health, Bitcoin, and chicks, or a chick channel talking about dude. You see them chick, I don't watch them. Them chick channels where they just, dude, they through the roof. All they got to do is talk. Only thing chick channels got to do is talk about dudes. Dude channels talk about chicks. But go ahead, I'll let you finish before I throw a little caveat in there.
I think they will taper even some of that off too, because ultimately, I mean, they're what they're doing with a lot of this stuff is a lot of social engineering type stuff. They like the idea of conflict between men and women, but little by little, maybe they will egg that on a little bit more and encourage that. But I see them still being more like they want hard hitting content that matters, that people are going to search and watch, and they're going to want production value. And seeing that and seeing kind of like, damn, okay, you can make some money with this thing, which I knew, but now the way I see it, like, okay, I'm gonna really run this up to where it's like, hey, the latter part of my 40s, I'm not about to be out here shooting people's videos and doing this stuff. It's gonna be just stuff I create for myself and push out there into the world from wherever in the world. I'm gonna be in Tulum somewhere, just pumping out content, pre-records only, and just offering value that way. And other offers, merchandising, all that. So I just have the whole like roadmap for it. But yeah, it's a long-winded answer to your question. Go ahead.
No, man, I like the long-winded version. Hey, Techie, you ought to hear AM1 said something. He got snarky at some dude. There was I think he is some wannabe up and coming rapper or something about wanting him to shoot his video. And AM1 said, I wonder if he realized I'm making more money behind the camera than he is in front of the camera.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, smack.
Yeah.
that was a slap. So I guess he's saying with content production. So basically the handheld shaking around on the subway, arguing with people or showing this, that, and other. YouTube gonna go like, nah, bruh. We done with that. Nah, bruh. Struggle wireless, Obama phone. You know, that's now we want to see lights. We want to see green screen.
Right.
We want to see animations in the background. We want to see key lighting. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see. I like these little lights. I ain't using them right now, but these. Thanks to C over
cube joint. What is that?
Yeah. Ulanzi.
Ulanzi. Yeah. Those are legit.
And I got two, man. I'm like, man, thanks, C over. He like, well, I got
I'm a big YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm a big YouTuber. Last question, y'all. Last question. There ain't no right or wrong answer to this one. I know, hey, y'all, now the replay, when we do stuff like this, you have only a handful of viewers, but when the replay hit it, bam, like everybody, I guess they don't want people to know that they're, what you call it, cloud watching, because it ain't cool to watch three nerdy guys talking about cameras and microphones and interfaces and all this the Audient AD4 Mark II audio interface and all that. They people, what? Audient, yeah, is what? Never mind. There's no right or wrong question. Why? Okay, how can I say this without sounding like I'm jumping on either side? Because I need to stay neutral. Why do you think, okay, God dang it, how do you people tend to have a problem when somebody profits? Like I said, I'm not monetized. So I'm not saying like so they can't say I'm defending my position because I'm not monetized. I've never been monetized. With the crap that I talk, ain't no way in hell they're going to monetize my ass. But how is it, why do y'all think, or how is it that people can get upset and actually make videos complaining about other YouTubers cashing in while they got their Cash App scrolling at the bottom like I do?
I'll hop in there first. AM1.
Well, yeah, I mean, go ahead. I'm just curious. Yeah, I'm not sure I fully understand the question because I'm like,
okay. Well, let me try to word it. Let me try to word it different. So both of you, because I guess Techie got it. Yeah. But let me try to word it a little different. All right, we've seen, whether we watch them or not, mainly it's people that be in the comment section, mainly, about this person, he don't give a F. Or this chick, she don't give a F. They flip their content. It's just all about clicks and views, and that's how they make money. Well, what's wrong with making money? Number one. Number two, ain't nobody put a gun to your head and make you click on their channel. And sure, nobody ain't hold a gun to your head and make you peck that out. Well, the people that type that, they probably on the phone. I doubt if they doing that on a Viper keyboard or something like that. But what is the problem? Why is there this stigma, this stink, this stench, like you're black and look at that autofocus. Ooh, it's zap. Bam. Oh, blur that background. Bam. Sony. But it's like a stink and it only seems to go to us. Ooh, look at that. Crispy. That's what I'm talking about. Crispy. See, I can do that when I'm in OBS because I can do it on I got the alt keys, but it don't work in StreamYard. That's crisp, bro. That's crisp. That's crisp. What millimeter lens is that?
24 to 105.
That's crisp. I like it. I'm just running a 16 millimeter Vivitar up here right now. But what is so? Why is that? What is it? So when did it become bad for you to profit off of your time, your bandwidth, your mouthpiece, your gear, your Audio Technica and your Audio Technica, and all that? When did it become bad Why is that a bad thing? When did that happen? Or is that just a us thing?
I
Go
think
ahead.
it's I think it's somewhat of a us thing, and you can, I can use this saying that's always said, crabs in a barrel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When
crab
people
barrel.
see the money, coming in, uh, people get that green
Green
eye,
with envy.
yeah,
Yeah, green with envy.
green with envy, uh, as well as jealousy as well. You know what I'm saying? And so. Uh, And then it was another point I wanted to make with it, and I kind of forgot, but it was, and I go ahead AM1, and it'll come back to me. I think.
I don't know. I mean, I guess my thought process on it is if anybody's hating on the idea of, I don't know, content creator, streaming, talking about whatever, if there's any hate, it's more about somebody having, in theory, an issue with what they're talking about. Meaning, like, is what they're talking about actually, I don't know, harmful, destructive? Are they flip flopping with some kind of message? Are they supposed to be talking like, I don't know, self improvement? Did they start with a message? Are they flip flopping? It's just entertainment. Um, you know what I mean? Because I mean, you guys both know my gripes with Black YouTube, Black Manosphere stuff.
Yeah, why should we be monolithic though? Why do we have to be monolithic? Why?
Well, I mean, I guess the thought, if you're gonna say like Black Manosphere, you're supposed to be trying to push something that's going to empower Black men.
Yeah, for them, yeah, because you supposed to be in this lane, but I'm talking for outside outliers like such as ourselves, where there's some people inside that, because I wasn't even gonna bring them in, but
Okay, I
I
wasn't sure.
rock
That's
with
why I was trying to understand the
yeah,
full
I'm just
context of
talking
how you get
just
it.
general, because man, I see it all over, man. If you like, oh man, how much did the such and such network make? How do they split the money between the five of them? Why only one person's? Why is only two people's thing scrolling at the bottom? It's his channel. They come on to his channel. I mean, how he split it with
You
that's
never even know.
between
Yeah,
them.
right.
What does that got to do with you? I
Yeah,
don't
that is
get
just
it.
some weird jealousy kind of thing. Okay, so in that
AM1,
context,
I'm an unsub for you because now you doing videos and you put them on Patreon, and now I gotta pay $5 to watch you. You a scrub.
wow. Yeah.
See, I can add to it is, and I remember what I was trying to say earlier, and so I wrote it down right fast. But some people don't look at YouTube as a real job. It can be a real job for
It
certain
can
people.
be I mean, it ain't a real job for me.
Yeah.
But it can be a
It can,
real job.
yes, and you're doing the work that a lot of people would do at their real job. At the end of the day, yeah, you using a computer, you talking, and the crazy part about it, this is what I was gonna tie it to. Now companies, and I'm talking about big companies, are actually hiring people to do what we do online.
I heard about that.
It's called developer advocacy.
Wow.
And people are getting hired full time to do YouTube jobs, and they basically want to see if you can um, garner an audience centered
Wow.
around their projects. I mean, their products that they sell, and that's one of the things and I ain't want to say nothing about it yet because I don't know if I'm gonna get the job, but I'm in the works of actually getting a job like that for Amazon, and they
That's
pay
cool.
well over $100,000 a year, and so this is definitely a thing that's starting to be incorporated into this whole social media stuff. It's an actual job provided by a, I mean, and most, you know, a real business. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't see you being an independent YouTuber as a real job. Well, they have companies out there now that are willing to pay content creators to actually create content and curate content, create blogs, create video, centered around their products. So that's what totally slipped my mind earlier, and that's what was on the tip of my tongue. That's what I wanted to add to it.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Cool.
any sense. Like, because that just means that somebody's behind in the game and understanding the power of YouTube. I mean, basically, YouTube is just a search engine, and there's an
And that's what
entertainment
I said.
element
But
to it as
you
well.
know how much pushback you and I got on saying this is a search engine?
Yeah, right.
That you
right.
can watch. Remember
I
when
forgot
we
you
was
were on
doing that,
train.
man?
Yeah.
Techie, where was you at? You ain't
Oh, I
even
was
have
in the
our
chat.
back.
I was like,
See?
no, I was in the chat. They didn't send me the link.
Oh,
I would
okay.
have came up.
Yeah, because man, it's a search. And hey, Techie gonna get that phone call from Jeff Bezos.
Hello, Techie. Welcome to the evil empire.
You know, because Amazon is the evil empire and shit. But you're right, AM. I mean, but I mean, tell me y'all ain't seen.
I mean, look, if you can
tell me y'all ain't seen people saying, "Look at how many super chats such and such got." Why they super chatting him? And he was talking about this, and now he talking about that. Why y'all can't? And notice most of the ones that's saying that are very small. That all focus again. Very small YouTubers, or they're not. Ooh, look at there.
Well, no, because it's locked on my eye, so I gotta really like disrupt it.
Yeah, I got because you know how you can get it for either eye. That's why I keep turning my head when I want to put something up, because his autofocus is on my right eye. Ain't that something that we talking about?
Eye.
Yeah, I'm talking about where you can pick which eye that you want.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, but go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, just a thought. I mean, I guess theoretically, relative to people that's on this thing all the time and they understand super chats, and then if they have some kind of like ambitions as a rod as a YouTuber, then they're like low-key hating, just kind of like, I get somebody flip-flopping a message and it's literally like, wait, why are people supporting this person who's flip-flopping a message? I can see that, because that's like a logical reason to question why somebody's getting supported. Now, if it's just somebody outright saying, why is this person getting support and getting money? Then it becomes a matter of like, are they offering some actual value or entertainment to somebody? And then if that's the case, that's between them and that content creator. Why do I care? It's not money out of my pocket? Why am I tripping? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the way I see it, do the little, Faustian bargain with super evil YouTube, and they're gonna take some of your money. But ultimately, if you're able to generate money sort of out of nowhere, just talking and offering some kind of value, that's a pretty fair deal, and do it from the comfort of your own home. Cool. Or if you really got, production value, then you can really run up a channel and deck it out. I don't see a problem with that at all. And anybody questioning it, you're just not hip to the times and the ease of which you could do that. Like, I don't know. That's crazy.
And you can make so much money as a small YouTuber that,
Right.
I mean, companies look at 1,000 subscribers as a big following. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's niche down to a specific type of content. Like for instance, I get, and I ain't gonna say the amount, but I get paid to make videos for another channel. And I could easily replace my full-time job just by making videos sitting here at the house. And I make well over 100,000 now. I can make even more just doing that content for that other channel. And so it's money out here all centered around YouTube and all these different platforms that you can actually get a big bag on, so.
Yeah, these people seriously tripping with that. I don't know what the deal is with that. Like, how can you hate on anybody getting it in like that? Like, what? I don't know. That's it could only be some kind of weird haterism on that tip, because it's like, man, if you don't, I like people to make it happen and get their money. That's my whole thing. How do I inspire people to, do something at least on an independent tip? And if you can make money on YouTube from anywhere in the world, for the most part, anywhere in the country, independently of not having to go punch somebody's punk ass clock, I'm all for it.
And
do the kind of work I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Rock out.
No, I'm saying doing the kind of work I do. Matter of fact, lately, I mean, I've worked with Tough Talk TV. I did their whole setup. Ramil Herbs. Ramil made an herb company, and then some brothers bought out his herb company. Promo stuff for them. So it's like I see nothing but opportunity here relative to what I already do. You know what I mean? Like it's only wins, and then this stuff I just built out like some promo intro stuff for one of my clients, some subcontract work. So it's like I can't do nothing but win relative to YouTube. So I'm like, I don't know. Like I encourage more people to get into it. At the very least, they might hit me up to be like, hey, well, can you build out my intro and whatnot? It's pretty self-serving.
Mm-hmm. See, to me, I didn't give it a whole bunch of credence because I just saw it as birds chirping from the gutter. You know what I'm saying? But when content creators started doing it, that's when how you do it. You do that Spock, how he raised that one eye, raise that one eyebrow, and the other one stay. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute,
that's just hating them.
You saying that, and you got 2,000 people listening to you. Okay, you only got 800 subs, but you got 7,000. You got 7,000 rewatches of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, what are you gonna do when you get big and you decide to monetize your channel?
Right.
Now you're a hypocrite.
Right. That's people don't understand that. That's just like one of the principles to success, period. You can't hate on people because you're putting that energy out into the universe. And ultimately, you're hating on yourself in the future if you plan on having success. So if anything, big up somebody making moves because ultimately you want to have that level of freedom or make moves too. I mean, that's just like good energy 101, but good luck instilling that into all these broken, hurt people out here.
It's like that saying, what goes up must come back down. Right. What goes around gonna come right back around to you. So that energy that you put out, it's gonna come back one way or another.
Oh, look at man, you're gonna get a check. Look at him. He better come to YouTube. Man, YouTube go down, he ain't gonna get a check. Well, dude, look. The odds of you working the same job the rest of your life is probably slim to none.
Right.
You know, I mean, because most people aren't business owners. Most people work for somebody else. Right. So working for YouTube, working for Twitch. I'm just naming stuff. Working for Twitter, still a job. It may be a fun job, but it's still a job. People have no idea. Y'all should have watched AM1 doing G Dizzle's deal. Most people have no idea how much work goes into a 15-second thing.
Crazy. Totally insane.
Know what I was gonna say something, but I didn't say it because you was killing it. You know how you had the technology, how you just had it come in. You know, the zoom in, the word technology, and you know, when the shield was doing the spin as it came up.
Yeah.
My brain was saying the word technology while it's doing it, it just come in like this. TECHNOL, you know, and while everything else, while your veins is still branching out, your veins and the deal come out the middle and spin up, and it was going the letter in my brain. I was saying, instead of it going, I was saying, I go TECHNOLOGYGEE. And by the time it get to the last E, hitting that last spot, the cap and gown, you know, the cap stop. You know what I mean? And that's the end. That's what my brain. Now I don't know how to do that, but that's what, you know.
Yeah, no, it's basically already set up like that. That's just a matter of changing the timing a little bit.
Yeah,
but, I mean, I see what you're saying. I'm still working on it, so I could play around with that. That's
what my brain was saying. But yeah, but man, that was all the questions that I had. If there's anything y'all want to throw out, your parting shots, anything, because I'm not pressed for time. Any parting shots, anything y'all want to say? Thank y'all. Screw y'all. Get out of my face. Do this. Try that. You know, this, that, and other. Stop doing that. Stop doing this. How about this? Oh, now hear mine, y'all. If somebody invites you on a platform or you trying to get on a platform and you know you're not prepared to turn the camera on and you got noise going on in the background, do us all a favor. Wait. Don't go. Because you're ruining it for everybody. Yeah, I'm that Negro. Yeah. I hope that when I adjust my mic, when I turn the knobs on my Yamaha console, I got my pinky up, Don't do. Yeah, man. Hey, man, look, holler at you out here while I'm waiting on the 502, man. Look here, man. That's some book. No.
Right.
Stop letting them people up on your channel.
Right.
They're damaging your brand. That's all I got to say. Go ahead. What y'all got? Borg. Hey, what's the chef from the Muffets? Borg. Remember the chef? Yes. Borg. That's what you sound like. Borg. What did he say? Dude, drop him down. Stop doing that. Why? Why do people do that? Why? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but my last
words
is I appreciate you allowing me on your platform again, Nick. It's a pleasure. It's a great conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I always enjoy talking to you guys, man, especially, AM1. Oh, and one thing I wanted to say, AM1, what you did with the graphics and stuff for his for Tech G's logo, that's a programming kind of concept. The way you broke it all down into pieces, that's essentially how people program applications. And so that you have that mindset to actually do that as well. I'm just throwing that out there and giving it to you, bro. Yeah, like the way you broke all the pieces up and then lined it up.
That was great. That was great.
Into an organized fashion. And then when you hit play, it just all, goes together. That's essentially what an application does. You know what I'm saying? So just throwing that out there, man. But I appreciate it again, man. And Nick, definitely great stream. And look forward to, doing it again. Just let me know.
Yeah, we get it. I gotta get all four. I gotta get all of us on at one time. I think that'll just be great. C over and y'all too, and G, and just get us all, because no one else has done it.
Right. Yeah.
That's why I want to do it. So I can say we, and it ain't an I, because it's a we, because I say y'all got access to, I tell people, if your likeness is in my video, you want to stream to me, the way I see it is you have just as much right to it as I do. That's the way I say. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to ask me, Nick, can I take it down and cut? Dude, you can take it and do whatever you want. You can paint us orange. I don't care. You know what I mean? So that's the way I am. But man, I want to get all of us on one thing at one time, because ain't nobody else done it.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
We gotta do it for the hood, for the Black YouTube manosphere, however you want to look at it.
Good for the hood, good for the hood.
Right. Just to let it be known, like there's cats out here that got these kind of skills, and then they'll click up and team up on a dream team stream and really just get in and have fun. Talk about some gear, but talk about just what other stuff, and ties into cultural elements relative to our people suffering and not wanting to get down or lay down with the opportunities out here. It's a sad thing, but at the same time, I'm living a great life doing this kind of stuff, rocking with this kind of nerd life stuff, and being more behind the scenes, behind the camera, not in front of the camera. We tell more brothers about that and make it cool, right? Because ain't nobody here. We might have different levels of education and specialties, but ain't nobody lame here. So just to make sure that that's understood, you understand?
Ain't nothing lame here. I'm a king of the pot. I can still hear the belt feeding through the machine gun in my sleep sometime. that M240, I can still hear it in my sleep. I can still, ain't nothing lame about me. All my stuff work. So that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all two brothers. Y'all two brothers always held in high regard for me. Y'all see, and AM1, hey Techie, don't tell him the reason he was the lead off in my video that I made about the black YouTubers is because it was in alphabetical order, but he think I put him up because but don't tell him. Don't tell him. And then brother X gonna be, oh, so you gonna save my black ass for last. Xavier.
Yeah.
Xavier. I mean,
He gonna haunt you in your dreams for that.
Yeah, right. Haunt my black ass mama. But I'm like, it's in alphabetical order. There's nothing I can do about that. But I appreciate y'all. We got to do this again. We got to get C over D technician. He gonna say, hey, oh y'all, just shut up a minute. Y'all pay attention. Let me break this stuff down to you. All right, go ahead, C over. Go ahead, bro. Brother, he cold though. He cold.
Oh yeah.
Cuda Cole and what he do on the audio mix, on the audio thing. I told him, I said, Cuda, why don't you make a reel just without you streaming, top end audio, one of them copyright free music things. You know, you can put them up on YouTube and other YouTubers, you know, you can download the audio and play it in your background without getting a community strike.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What do they say about drug dealers? They give it away when it's a new drug. They give it to them free,
Yep.
and then when you get on it, they sell it to you. And I told Cuda that. I mean, I can't tell him anything. He his own man, but you know what I mean. I suggested that to him. Dude, make you a techno one, a dance one, urban rap based one that's, you know, not cursed, you know, so anybody can play it in their background and whatnot. And the thing is, put your promo in it, you know, just like, you know, streaming lot, you know, copyright free music with DJ Cuda every 4, 5, 10 minutes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And whatnot, this, that, and other. Man, you can use it if you put my link in the thing. I do it. I'd stop using the ones I'm using. I do it. I wouldn't even give it a second thought. And then
that would be dope.
Then you can sell it. But anyway, y'all be good. Be safe. I appreciate y'all. Hey, before y'all go, one more time, drop y'all link in the comment section, please. Because a couple of people even asked in the middle, and I done it again, even though y'all did put them, AM put both of y'all's up at the front.
Where's that at?
Oh, you got me beat, Kevin, because I just got a 3900X. I don't have a 3950, but that 3900X ain't nothing to play with. And I got running G Skills, 64 gig of G Skills.
I'm about to drop it, Techie, or I'm gonna drop it. I got it up right now.
Okay, yeah, I see it. All right, y'all. I appreciate both of y'all, brothers. Y'all be safe. If I don't see y'all this week, be safe. Enjoy y'all weekends. All right.
All right.
For sure, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, Techie, right on, brother.
Appreciate it. All right. All right. Peace.